It always feels very awkward for me to be in front of an audience or in the spotlight. It doesn't come all that naturally.
They were the perfect couple until the cameras shut off. Red carpet smiles, cracks at home. Career, addiction, tabloids, a marriage squeezed by studio rules. What really finished Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid? An on-set spark on Proof of Life? Or years no one talked about? Stick around. We'll lay out the timeline and separate headlines from what actually happened. 1991, wedding. Hollywood applauds. 1992, Jack is born. Cameras love this family. She's the face of 90s rom-coms, Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail, French Kiss. He's range and charisma. Innerspace, The Right Stuff. Wyatt Earp. Posters and paychecks lean her way. The balance shifts. Dennis had a rough run with cocaine in the late 80s. Rehab, a reset attempt. Sobriety isn't a headline, it's daily work, schedules grind. Meg gets the label America's Sweetheart. Studios want perfection and a permanent smile. Premieres, night shoots, flights. 2 time zones under one roof. Home turns into a suitcase drop-off. Talks happen in the car and on the way to the airport. Tabloids chase clicks. One tired photo becomes crisis. By the late 90s, the cracks show. Separate projects, separate teams, separate circles. Unsaid things pile up. Every new article wakes the old ones. 2000. Proof of Life. Russell Crowe, on set. The press makes the affair the main plot. Later, Dennis admitted he cheated. So the affair wasn't the start, it was the last push. 2001. Divorce. A point on paper, the story keeps going. Everyone has that one role. Which one pops up first when you hear their names? A crack doesn't slam a door, it whispers. I'll be late. Flight. Premiere. Weeks like that. Her posters come out more, his, less. The new boss at home is the schedule. 2 time zones under one roof, even in the kitchen. Dinner together costs a suitcase swap at the door. Dennis keeps sobriety like a daily plan, not a headline. Quiet wins don't make the press. Relapses aren't up for discussion. Mics are everywhere. Meg plays the perfect role full-time. Smile, smooth it over, don't argue, don't crack the brand. PR says, fairy tale families sell better. Honest talks turn into press releases. Jewelry instead of apologies. A plane instead of a pause. Sentences get shorter, pauses get longer. Jealousy isn't about people, it's about posters. Whose name is bigger? Whose box office is louder? When money becomes the measure of love, a marriage drops out before the photo finish. Holidays go sideways. Her premiere on Friday, his press day on Saturday. The kids' party squeezed in between, phones in hand more than they hold each other. Tabloids camp with long lenses. One tired photo means crisis. One solo walk means split. Click, math hates nuance. It needs villains and arrows on the picture. Studios run damage control. Cut questions on the red carpet. Hand out no comments. Pose them together in official photos, as if a shot can patch a wall. A house rule forms in silence. Don't blow a shoot, don't air the laundry, don't hurt the brand. The price is, we'll talk after the tour. A time that never comes. Trade start. You cancel an interview. I'll skip a screening. A quiet ledger of concessions appears. The grievance counter jams faster than the box office. If this were a regular marriage, they'd pick therapy. In Hollywood, therapy is a briefing and a press tour. Silence turns into strategy. And it works against them louder than any statement. Then a set appears on the horizon. Long days, scene partners, chemistry that always lives near a camera. When home speaks in short lines, any spark feels like a way out of smoke. This isn't one villain or one scene. It's a pile of little laters, each delay adding a millimeter to the crack. Tabloid economics throws a spotlight at the easiest angle, turning a complex story into a simple label. It's not one bad day, it's a broken rhythm. When rhythm breaks, even strong walls sound hollow. The question isn't, was there a fire? It's, how long did the house smolder before the big photo? What weighed more, their own choices or the pressure of work and the press? Every loud story has at least two versions. First one's short and comfy. She blew up the marriage for a new affair. Second one's longer and bad for headlines. Addiction, relapses, rehab again, life by a schedule, staying quiet for the brand. Tabloids pick the short one. A set photo turns into affair. Her silence reads as, she admitted it. Any solo outing is scandal. That's the picture that prints clicks. Studios play it safe. No comment. Protect the image. Smile and move on. Any nuance sounds like an excuse. Any pause sounds like guilt. In the end, the loudest thing isn't truth. It's the noise. TV turns it into bits. Jokes at night, sympathy in the morning. A big story gets cut into 20-second clips, with no room for "it's complicated" or "both stumbled." He speaks openly about fighting addiction and starting over. Those clips trail behind the on-set spark slides. She steps back, and the shadow becomes evidence. Skip an event, hiding, show up, doing PR. Whatever you do gets spun against you. Add a kid, and the quiet makes sense. Any loud line sticks to his search results forever. So they talk softer, later, or not at all. Cover up, say tabloids. Protecting, say parents. Look at the order, not the slogans. Before Proof of Life, the cracks were there. Mismatched schedules, fatigue, resentment, and fame split unevenly. After, there's a news fire, and the ashes get sold as the only cause. Life doesn't work like that. Addiction isn't one scene, it's a whole season. Uneven fame isn't an episode, it's the background. PR isn't a prop, it's the editor. There's also click money. She ruined everything, sells better. Then the honest, they burned out and couldn't carry it. Not fairness, a business model. Drop the names and keep the roles. What pushed this marriage to the end? The on-set spark everyone shouted about? Or the long fatigue no one wanted to say out loud? What's first on your list here? When the cameras left, regular life stayed. Not memes, not late-night jokes. Work, health, family, and the memory of words said too fast. He pulled himself together, kept a routine. About addiction, he's plain. Not one forever, but hold the line daily. Not flashy, just discipline. Roles exist, projects exist, backbone intact. Not a tabloid hero, a grown man who got up and moved on. She stepped back from the permanent red carpet smile, took a pause, breathed, came back on her terms, didn't fall from a star, stopped playing the girl next door 24/7. Now she chooses the projects and the pace. Less noise, more control. For a private life, that's a plus. Their son, Jack, that's the real outcome. Not a cover scandal, an adult without the divorce kid stamp. He works in front of the camera, keeps distance from the press, doesn't trade the last name. Means, with all their mistakes, the parents got something important right. After the split. No loud court wars. No show, no cheap shots. They shared responsibility, kept respect, thought about the kid. Not headline material. For real life. The best move. About the affair did it all myth. It survives because it's simple. Adults rarely have one cause for everything. The break was slow. Different career speeds, fatigue, old shadows, no weekends. The onset spark wasn't the start. It was the final shove on a smoking house. About Hollywood. The industry loves labels. Hero, villain, third wheel. Real people don't fit that clean. After the credits, you deal with outcomes. Health, reputation, kids, boundaries. What they carried forward. He, routine and work. She, the right to pause and her rules. The sun, a quiet distance from the mess. Together. Fewer public emotions, more private responsibility. Simple takeaways. Fame is a bad family counselor. It doesn't fix, it amplifies. Silence isn't always guilt. Sometimes it protects the ones close. You can't delay hard talks forever. Cracks grow millimeter by millimeter. Where it is now. Not forever after, just forward, honestly. Each did the steps they could. To some, the ending feels quiet. That's real life. No fanfare, no slogans, workable decisions. What comes first for you? Work, health, or family? What ended this marriage? Not one affair. It was the sum, long-term cheating, the shadow of addiction, and a press that likes simple stories. Two people's mistakes, different career speeds, talks pushed off. When a house smolders for years, any spark looks like a fire. After came the work. Fix yourself, set new rules, turn down the noise. Their shared anchor is their son, Jack. The thing that keeps them close. He's grown now. Each keeps his own pace. And a respectful distance.